Welcome back to my channel, my crystal kings and queens. So welcome to part 3 of my Moldavite collection. Honestly, at this point, I think I'm gonna just call it my Tektite collection, because I'm like, you know what, I have 3 forms of Tektite. Why not just include them all into, you know, these, this 3-part series of a sort. So my first collection video, or part 1, there were my much larger to medium pieces of Moldavite. My part 2 Moldavite collection, I showed you my, again, larger pieces of Moldavite, and then 2 of my newer pieces to my collection, which were Black Tibetan Tektite. And in this part 3, I'm going to show you my much smaller forms of Moldavite, including the very last of my Tektite collection, which would be my Libyan desert glass pieces. So if you have not seen the video in which I included those sets of stones in my, I think, crystal haul video of a sort. I don't even know what I titled it, but you can definitely go check that out. I'll be sure to place it somewhere at the end of the video or in the description. I don't really know, so that you can go ahead and reference that video if you like to. Either way, you don't have to, because it'll be a little redundant. I'll be showing you here. So to each his own, different strokes for different folks, whatever, floats your boat or makes you feel better. So I'll just be showing my Libyan desert glass. I have to be sure that I don't call it Libyan desert quartz, because I always want to say that, and I think I messed around and made that mistake a few different times in one of my videos. So I'll be showing you my LDG in this video also, and then that will conclude my entire 3-part Tektite or Moldavite collection series. So let's go ahead and get started, because these videos, can get a bit elongated messing with me. So let's go ahead and begin with the first bag. I'm gonna set that there. I have so much that I want to do. Oh my god, I cannot wait till the summer, because these classes will be over and I can just legit go bomb crazy with these videos on YouTube. So, or posting my videos on YouTube. So the very first Moldavite piece that I'm going to show you, my pendants are legit acting up on me. I'm not sure why or what's going on. Okay, so the first piece I'm going to show you is this lovely little beauty here. Now, I haven't really named this set that I'm going to show you for specific reasons, but I figure, maybe I'll get to that a little later. God, you talking about trying to withstand the energy of each and every Moldavite that I have. And I carry all my Moldavite with me. Like, I don't know, like I can't leave them, or I can't kind of go without them, because I feel like every day I just kind of want to work with a different piece. I want to carry something different, just kind of hang on or hold on to a different piece of my choosing, and I want them at my disposal when necessary, or just simply when I want. So I really hope, well, you know what, we're not going to become a Moldavite channel, but I could tell you right now, Moldavite is going to be a huge part of this channel, because it has done, since having this crystal, since having this stone, this Tektite, a lot, I'm telling you, has transpired. It is absolutely absurdly inconvenient and just simply disturbing at times, but it's like the greatest, most weirdest thing ever. Having Moldavite in your life, I'm not saying this stone is what causes things, but I tell you right now, it is what amplifies things around you. It is what makes you acknowledge those things around you that you choose to disregard. Moldavite will provide you with the best, worst experiences ever. Like, it's the most twisted thing I've ever had to speak out loud. But it has been an absolute pleasure, an absolute honor to have to recognize certain aspects about yourself and about your life that really need to go. And I'm telling you, you cannot help but face everything head on, foot first, messing with Moldavite. Let's move on. Just had to throw that out there. This next piece of Moldavite is this really oddly shaped Moldavite. Like, it is really strange. I don't know. I just thought it was really unique. So I have learned, or I've come to learn, that there are different types of Moldavite. But I'm really not going to get into the absolute knowledge sharing of it, because this is not that portion. This is strictly just my collection, and if I choose to, let you in or inform you about the types of experiences I have, then on furthermore, then I'll do such. But right now, because I am also still learning about Moldavite, I don't want to misinform you all on much. So, oh my gosh, I feel my stomach about to growl. I'm like so hungry. Give me just a second. I'm about to take a drink. All right. Next one. I know I didn't really show much of that one, but y'all get the point. The next one of my favorite. I got this one. I got this one because I don't know. It just reminded me of my sister. Her name starts with an E, so I just thought, oh my God, it looks like the letter E. I don't know if you can tell, but it does, and I love it for that reason. I'm gonna have to point it out, but there you go. Either way, I just thought this was such a gorgeous little one. So this one, in fact, I did name. I named this little beauty Ethere. I just love this. Theory, like, or theory pronounced theory, obviously Theory, but the way I spell it is ETH or E-THYRI. Does that make sense? Did I spell it right? THYRI. Yeah, I think I did. I think that's how I marked it in my phone. Y'all, I'm like, she names her stones and can't even remember how she spells them or what they're called. Yeah, y'all forgive me. Your girl be tripping sometimes. Let me just make sure, double check, because I had to mark it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I named her Ethere, and yes, I did spell it right. Again, pronounced theory, Theory, but spelled E-THYRI. Also short for ethereal. And I just really, really thought this name was just the absolute best for this little beauty. And then it's so funny. I don't know if you can see right there, but it looks like there's a face. It looks like there's two eyes and a mouth. I have to like, it's just a certain angle that you can see it. One eye, y'all forget my nails. One eye right there, one eye right there, and then the smile right there. So like depending on how you hold it or the way it looks in the light, you can see the face. So ethereal, aka Ethere, aka ethereal, BKA, best known as Smiley. I really, really love her. She is one of the cutest little pieces that I actually own and one of my favorites. She just looks like it's smiling or like a little Cheshire cat face. I don't know. I just love it. It's just my best. It's my best. My favorite. One of my favorites. So that's that one. Moving on. Here I have this little piece. Really, really pretty. I have not named this one, but I believe this one was actually, it started out as a pendant, but the wire wrapping that was wrapped around it, thank God I wasn't really paying for the wire, because that the metal that it had on it was so rustic. It was so rusty that I was just like, okay, clearly I cannot put this on my skin, otherwise I'm gonna take myself out. I'm not having it. Like, the smell of metal is, I just can't stand it. I can't have it. So I had to remove the metal off of this piece of Moldavite, and I'm not mad at it. This was an expensive little guy though, so I mean, it's all good. It is what it is. Next. We have yet another fave of mine, which I did a crystal haul video with. That would be this baby here. Now initially when I filmed my crystal haul video with this in it, I did not have a name for her, and it took a minute for me to even get that name. I didn't know she was self-standing either, but here she is. This was one of my favorites because if you all know me or don't know much about me, either or, you know that the heart is one of my favorite parts of the anatomy of the human body. It is the most important, absolutely, to me. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt, to each his own, whatever. I really, really love the actual heart, and this just mimicked that. This looks like a small version of our, this looks like the smaller version of our anatomical makeup, you know, internally, obviously. But it just reminds me of the heart, and I absolutely adore it. If I could get that, I think I'm gonna get it tattooed on me. Like, I really want the heart tattooed on me. Anyway, I finally got a name for her. Like, it finally came to me, and I am just in awe and thrilled about it. So her name is Conversation, because she was such a conversational piece for me. Like, I can talk and talk and talk about how much I love the heart, what it does, and you know how intrigued I am with it and by it. So I named her Conversation, and because it's also the center of who we are, the center of our being, the center of our anatomical makeup, clearly. She is also known as Center. So meet Conversation, aka Center. I love her. So precious, so pretty. I guess I'll set that there. All right. What do we have next? Here we have this unique little Moldavite piece. Now, I wanted to name this one because it reminded me of one of those foam fingers that you get from like the football games or whatever. So initially I was going to name him Pointer, and I think still that may be what I call him, but we're working on it. We're gonna see exactly who he tells me he is, but as of right now, here's Pointer. Like, I love it. Super dope. Really, really unique looking, for sure. For sure. Okay. And then, you know what? This piece here that I'm about to show you, I could totally be pronouncing this wrong. So hang on, let me look it up really, really quick. Okay. So I spelled it totally wrong. But I believe it is pronounced Besednis Moldavite. Besednice. Okay, so that would be this piece here. And correct me if I'm wrong, if that's not this specific type of Moldavite, because I know that there are so much more. You got like that angel Moldavite of a sort that sounds really, really chimey, like super cute. This is not that, but I really do believe this one is the Besednis Moldavite. So yeah, this was to a pendant along with this one here. So I think I had purchased three. Actually, yes, I purchased three pendants. The third one I'll show you in just a second, and they were all wire wrapped and all rustic, and I was just like, okay, yeah, no, it's gotta go. This wire wrapping has to go. I don't know who did it. It was cute, but not for me. So needless to say, I spent a hell of a lot of money on all three of these pieces at the same time. So this is this little gorgeous baby here. I've not named it. I'm not sure what it would be, but obviously it's something that we can work on, or I can work on. It is self-standing. Look at that. It's the second self-standing crystal that I have. I actually think, nope, that's not so. Yes, it is. Isn't that something? Look at that. That's really strange. I think this one is too. Yep. And that one. So yeah, they're all self-standing. I really, really like that one though. That was probably the most unique. This one's not the most unique, but this is the most, what am I even going for? What am I trying to say? I don't know. But it's a different type of Moldavite. It is a Moldavite, but it's one of the different types. Shoot, ain't got nothing more for that. So I really like it though. Straight bomb. Okay. Oh, the third and final piece of this little bag here is this. Again, like I mentioned, this little one here along with this one and that one back there were all pendants. So I was like, yeah, that's gotta go, because that ain't it. This metal ain't it. You feel me? I'm not putting that on my neck. So, and it was super, super, super easy to just remove the darn metal. I was like, oh my God, was this even wrapped? Was it just gonna fall off my neck if I had placed it there? Like, that is a no. That's a whole no. Got me messed up. Paying all this money just for it to walk off my neck. Like, no, we're not doing that. So, this little gorgeous beauty here is, or was yet another pendant. But I really like it. I'm glad that I did go ahead and just remove those wire wrappings because they were very unnecessary. They could have just sold those by itself. I was like, do you even know how many grams these are? And the lady was like, no, I mean, I really don't. I mean, she was really sweet, don't get me wrong, but they knew nothing of the grams that this was. They was just selling it, you know, at whatever price whomever decided to price it as or at. So finally, we have this little pack here. My bag looks a little foggy, steamy, because I actually had just got through cleansing some of these, my newer ones that I had got, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know which ones they are because I mixed them all. So I love the way they all sound. These are the smallest of the small. So we got small and we got tiny. I have gone from large, or wait, am I considering this? I don't even know what I mentioned at the very beginning. If I mentioned these were large or medium, I don't know. Whatever. Large, medium, small. Who knows? Whatever. Yeah. So part 2 was, or what I should have considered them as, large Moldavites, my larger forms of Moldavite. And then these medium and these small. Y'all, I would mess around and run my video time up just trying to figure out what's large and what's small. I do not have that kind of time. Let's go ahead and just get to it. So I'm gonna show you these one by one, and then we're gonna show you my LDG and call it quits. So here's my first one. I don't know if you all are really keeping count. I'm not. I should. Look at that hidden gem, that hidden talent. And it's gold. I don't know what they call those. I don't know what that is. But like a lot of my Moldavite have some of those. I don't know. This is shaped a little funny, but I really, really like it. I'm like, I really legit have enough Moldavite to actually sell, but will I? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Here's another one. I love this one. Love the shape of it. The color. This was one of my favorites. It's so tiny, but it reminded me of a snowman. I'm not really sure why. Kind of looks like a blob. Maybe like that Flubber blob. I don't know if y'all seen that movie Flubber with Jesus Christ, what is his name? What is his name? Now I'm gonna have to look it up because though it is right on the tip of my tongue, I cannot figure it out. Robin Williams. Lord help me. I know I'm a whole mess. I couldn't remember him. Like I could see the face, but I could not remember the name. Yeah, it reminds me of the way the Blob looked in Flubber when Robin Williams played in that movie. Good movie. Funny Disney kids movie. I think that was Disney. Whatever. On to the next. This is super cute. Almost reminded me of a tiki of a sort. I don't know. Maybe I'll name this one Tiki. Yeah, it looks like a tiki. I don't think I have any other ones that would be named Tiki or that would look like it. Yep. I'm going to name this one Tiki. Tiki. Really cute. I wonder. Let me see. Because I feel like I don't know. Guess not. Yeah, sorry. I was just trying to figure something out. Okay, never mind. Moving on. This little cuteness. And they all like have these hidden rainbows like mixed within them. I just find it to be the coolest things. Whether it's green or gold or I don't know. Like what is it? What are those? I really like it. Whatever it is. The next one. This one kind of this one and the next one kind of reflects a gumdrop. Just like the shape of it. Probably more so the next one. Let's see. Yeah, it's this one. This one looks more so like a gumdrop. Super dope. Maybe I'll name that one Gumdrop. I'm not sure. Oh, stomach's growling. Here we have my next piece. I really liked the shape of this one. Really unique. One of my favorite shaped ones. Instead of a square. It's just more of a actual shaped Moldavite piece or Moldavite chip. Not sure if that was meant on purpose or what, but that's what it is. Another. This kind of takes shape of a teddy bear, like the back of a teddy bear. I don't know. Might just be me. Super dope though. I had 5 initially. I think this one, and this one. Wait, where is it? This one. Those were my initial 5. And then these I had actually bought today. My stomach is growling. It is super mad at me. The next ones, because I believe I've shown all of those. The next one is this little one here. Okay. And next, this. Kind of almost look like a face just then. Or a skull. I don't know. Might just be me. Yeah, it does kind of look like a face or a skull. That's interesting. And the last of the Moldavite pieces, this little guy here. Okay. Those are all my Moldavite babies. And now quickly, I had to get up for this one. My Libyan desert glass, because to add this to the Tektite video collection, I'm gonna have to repackage all of these up because I've completely interrupted my setup. Alright, so if you have not seen already, I have 3 versions of this. The first, my absolute favorite. So, for those of you who don't know, Libyan desert glass, it's more of the subtle version to Moldavite. It's like the baby sister to Moldavite. So I absolutely adore Libyan desert glass. My favorite. So this lovely beauty here, I have named her Decision, and she was the very first Libyan desert glass that I purchased, and thus far it has been the absolute best decision that I've made thus far. The sensations that she provides is beyond explaining. Super duper smooth, really subtle. I love it. The best. It is the absolute best. So that's the first one. And the next one is this one here. And this is yet another favorite of mine. I don't know. I'm like, I could hang on to this one all day, just the same as this one here. But I don't know, like, it's such a, oh God, the texture, I don't know. It is just the best. The absolute best. And I decided to name him, the naming with this one has been really, really unique. It's been a really unique system. So I think I'm just finally gonna choose. I think I'm gonna stick with what I said initially. Let me think on it really quick, because I don't want to name him aloud and then I'll be like, nope, that's not it. Okay, there's no going back. I've decided to name him Alibi. And I'm not going to specifically say why, but I'm gonna stick with that. Alibi is his name, and I love it. I love it. The final piece, this is more of my matte piece. The shading is obviously different. The texture is a little different, but I really like it. I think it is, oh gosh, really great. Oh, the sensation I just got, the sensation it just created. This is my matte version. Whoops, can we focus? Hey, where you at? Boom. All right, so this is my third and final piece of Libyan Desert Glass, and his name is Speech. Super duper adorable, really big at that, and I love it the best ever. Oh my God, it's so cute. But yeah, so that concludes my Tektite collection. Like, I'm feeling like this should be centered, and it's not, because I'm gonna have to really, I'm gonna have to really shift this so I can have a good center pick. But anyways, this has been my Tektite collection. I really, really appreciate you all for sticking around, for joining me, for sharing this experience with me. I love you all so very much. Thank you for, rocking with me, literally, as always. I just can't thank you enough for the experience. I love you all. Crystal kisses and royal blessings.